subscribe to our YouTube channel for the latest updates. Cyclone Anika is weakening after its Category 2 landfall in Western Australia earlier, and we're looking at the potential for some restrengthening as it comes back offshore, potentially making another landfall in Western Australia. But first off, let's go over the current bulletin information from the Bureau of Meteorology. They currently have it with winds of 75 kilometers per hour. That's a 50 mile per hour rating in 1 minute winds with a pressure of 991 hectopascals, and is moving southwest at 6 kilometers per hour. That is 4 miles per hour. And we don't have a CDPS rating right now, but I'd expect that to change over the next day or so. Here's the current positioning with the current wind fields. The northern side is certainly dominant when it comes to tropical storm force winds. The southern side has really lost its tropical storm force winds, but that is subject to change over time, especially as it comes back over waters. We could certainly see a rebound in those wind fields. So here's the current warnings and distances. The current alerts that I'm listing at the bottom are the red, yellow, blue, and all clear listings that the Bureau of Meteorology has in their latest advisory. Here's the current distances. I will note these are a bit out of date by now. It is 18 kilometers from Kalumburu, 42 kilometers from Drysdale River, 91 kilometers from Mitchell Plateau, 355 kilometers from Kimbolton, and 611 kilometers from Broome. Here's the current forecast cone from the Bureau of Meteorology, the full forecast cone. We're expecting it to come offshore in about a day or two, and then we could see some significant strengthening here, maybe up to Category 3 intensity, that's the AU scale, and then coming onshore around the central Western Australia coastline, along the northern coastline that is, and then rapid weakening as it comes further inland. But look at that cone. It is a wide cone, and there are certainly a wide range of possibilities. We'll look at the models in just a second, and the models are a bit concerning on what this storm could actually turn out doing. Looks like ahead of the storm, sea surface temperatures are not going to be an issue whatsoever. We're looking at it's going into 30 to potentially 31 degrees Celsius waters. That is very warm for these storms, and that is really good fuel. And if the conditions like wind shear and relative humidity are good, you can expect some significant strengthening. The H-Wharf is agreeing on significant strengthening. It is, in fact, one of the most aggressive. It is going about Category 4 intensity, that's Saffir-Simpson. That would be around Category 4 Australian as well. Rainfall looks to be significant either way. Here's the intensity spread. You can see the models. General agreement on at least becoming a cyclone by the CTCX, GFS, and H-Wharf, but the H-Wharf and GFS are the most intense by far. One inhibiting factor would be the wind shear towards the 3rd and 4th, although that looks to be towards landfall, so I don't know how much that would do to it. Particularly the sea surface temperatures, very warm, and the relative humidity, it's on a general downtrend, but even above 60%, it will not be too big of a deal for this system. Here is the current radar. This was taken about 10 minutes before this recording. You can see the core is not looking as good as it was earlier on radar. Here's the satellite imagery. We can see it's definitely still a cyclone, but it is expected to weaken back down to a tropical low before coming offshore and then re-intensifying. It's got a good burst of convection there, way offshore west of the center. I'm sure there's some very heavy rainfall there in portions of Western Australia, and here is the current water vapor. Stay tuned to Force 13 AU. We'll keep you updated with the latest information, and stay tuned to the Bureau of Meteorology for the latest official information.